What do you think the life of Leonardo DiCaprio is like? I mean, when I think about it, it just kind of it seems to baffle me because I'm like, so this guy just wakes up and like he's on a yacht and he's chilling with some 19-year-old, 18-year-old, which I don't condone, but I guess if they're not pulling some like Epstein stuff, I guess it's fine. All right, just beep. But it's like, what does he do? He just wakes up and like probably just let me think. He wakes up, probably has like breakfast. I mean, he probably does what everybody else does, but I'm just trying to get into that position because like it's just insane to me how some people, they work a job they hate and they're essentially broke, and many people are broke, and many people, are stuck in a relationship that they don't enjoy, and a life that they don't enjoy, and they wish they could just start over, and they wish they could experience this and experience that. So the reason I'm talking about this is because I wonder what he wishes. I wonder if he, looks at other people and wishes that he had their life, or who he admires and who he, in a way, idolizes. And who does he look at and be like, man, I wish my life was like that. And then you could kind of take that back a notch and be like, well, when you and I look at other people's lives and we idolize them and admire them, and we think their life is remarkable, and we aspire to work as just as hard as them or even harder, and try to push for those goals, and you have this thing in your mind where like you have this location, where it's like, okay, I know I'm going to be successful once I have this, once I experience this, once I see this. But we're always chasing something else, which is good. I think it's good because you always need to be chasing. It's what keeps you alive and keeps you pushing forward. But what people look at our lives and go, man, Parker has this, or uh, blah, blah, blah has this. And we don't even notice that, and we don't even appreciate that. So that's why I'm thinking we look at DiCaprio and go, man, he has this. But then who looks at us and go, man, they have that? And then what is it that they're, looking at and idolizing, or maybe in a way romanticizing? Maybe because to us it's not a lot, but to them it is. But that still makes it a lot. I mean, health is one of them. Like, I guess people in the hospital could be looking at our lives and be like, man, I wish I had, I wish I was out of here. I wish I had the life that they had, where they went to high school and, now they're studying this or doing this, and they have freedom where I'm stuck to a bed. So what I'm trying to get out of this is, I guess, to be grateful, but also to really still keep pushing forward, and it's okay to idolize, and it's okay not to idolize, but just look up to people. And you look up to them in this sense where it's like, I hate when people go, man, this guy's worth so much money, or this guy's so cool, or this guy's uh, whatever. And they just idolize this person, but they don't do anything to replicate that or to live a life like that when they want to. So if I have a friend saying, man, I want to be rich so bad, just like Leonardo DiCaprio, but every day they don't work on themselves and work on their goal, and try to accomplish their version of Leonardo DiCaprio, then I just don't really like those people. Because again, you have one life, and you're going to live this life out of regret, and you're going to be ashamed, and you're going to be insecure if you go down the path that you don't want to go down. Um, and that path, it's like, what is it? The road most traveled by, or what's the guy's name? The road less traveled by? What's that guy's name? Robert? No. Robert Frost? No. Wait. Something like that. Some guy. But I forget his name. Like, take the road less traveled by? I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is, like, you have two options basically. And one option, okay, I personally think that where both options will lead. But it's like, it's background noise. So it's like your parents telling you, oh, you can't do this. It's your friends telling you you can't do this. And then most importantly, it's yourself telling you you can't do this. But if you look at both paths and you go, okay, well, I want to be a doctor. So do I go down this route or do I want to go down this route? Now, this path, which 99% of people take, whatever. I mean, I don't want to be a doctor, so I don't really know how you become a doctor. I mean, you go to med school, whatever. But I'm saying is, choose the path that works for you. Don't choose the path that worked for 99% of the people. So if the 99% works for you and you could still get to that area and be happy there, then take it. But if not, then take the 1% that just works for you. And again, it's not bad to be on your own path, because you know wholeheartedly, if you choose this path, you gotta fucking take it though. You can't be scrolling on your phone and doing bullshit. You gotta really pursue it. And if it's only you on this path, it's going to get lonely, but then maybe you'll meet someone along the way, and then you'll meet another person along the way, whatever. But if not, then it's just you, and it's going to be just you. But then you know that at the end of this path is success and your version of success. But you know it. You know at the end of the path is success. So just continue to keep going forward. And I know it's kind of, well, what do you know? And I don't really know anything, but I just know that I'm taking that path. And I personally believe that I'm not going to fail, and I'm going to try my hardest to succeed. And if it doesn't happen, that's not the case. It will happen, because when you speak words, words are very powerful. It's going to happen, and this is going to be an example of it. But it's going to happen so then I could show people that, you know, the life of DiCaprio, or the life of these people that we look at and we think, wow, they're like otherworldly. Like, how difficult would it be to get to that? I mean, I don't think that, but regular people think that, where it's like, oh, it's impossible to get to that. But I'm just going to show you that a regular person, just like me, like a regular human, just like you, where I wake up and I you know, I battle with stuff, and I'm confident in stuff. Like, we all have insecurities, and we're all confident in certain things, and we're all human. Nobody's perfect. Nobody has this superpower edge where it's like, oh, wow, he has, you know, he lacks, or he doesn't lack confidence at all. But that's not true. Everybody has at least one insecurity that they're, you know, very, very, that they feel very strong towards. And maybe they try to they're really good at pushing it down. But at the end of the day, they still go to bed and they still think of that insecurity, and they still think of what that person said, or this person said, if they said something that day. But another thing I used to struggle with is I would look at people and be like, wow, they have like this protective shield. Like they have this superpower. Like Timothée Chalamet, I mean, he's dating Kylie Jenner. He's got cool style. He's a good actor. He looks as if he has like a superpower, right? Like he has this force field around him that's kind of gifting him, and he's just not, you know, hurt from the outside things. But that's not true. He's still a human, right? And they're all still human. We're all still human. I mean, I'm sure there's a couple of lizard people amongst us, but and if you are, convert me to a lizard person, because I want to be a lizard person, and I don't want to, you know, if you want to make me famous like this second, I'll do it. But if not, I'll go down the path. But at the end of the day, they're still human. Words still mean stuff to them. So if they could do it, you could do it, because they're human and you're human, right? If they could do it, you could do it. And I truly believe that, because when people say, well, okay, it's a 99% chance that you're not going to make it, but they did. And it's really just you. This is how I view it. I know people say you shouldn't compare, and it should be you versus you. But that's not true, because when you go to an audition, or you go to medical school, or wherever you're going, it's not you versus you. Of course, at the end of the day, you have to study. You have to work on your lines. You got to work on your connections, all this stuff. But when you go to the audition, it's you versus another person. But let's say there's 20,000 people in this audition. How I view it is, it's not me versus 20,000 people. It's me versus that one, right? So it's me and the runner-up, or it's the main guy and then me. So it's me versus one person. So all I got to do is beat one person. I already beat 19,999 people. It's just one person. If I could beat that many people, all it takes is one person. Are you fucking kidding me? And who's this person? A god? Man, he ain't no fucking god. He's not going to do shit. Because you look at him, you realize he's still a human, and you realize this guy lacks charisma, or this guy lacks the ability to be natural and real, because he's fucking sucking up to the casting director, and he's acting all pretentious. Fuck this guy. And if you don't get it, man, fuck that guy. You don't get it. But at the end of the day, it's you versus one person. That's all it is, just one. Like, I'm trying to explain it, because when you do anything in life, no matter how many people are going towards this thing, it's you versus just one person. And when you make it you, it's a 1v1. It's like basketball. When you 1v1 someone, man, I don't give a fuck how good they are. I still confidently believe I could beat them. Like me and Michael Jordan, I'm going to do everything I can to beat him. So I'm going to punch him in the balls when the ref's not looking. I'm going to poke him in the eye. But I'm doing all this and I still beat him in the 1v1. I mean, he's Michael Jordan, right? You're that good, so let me poke you in the eye. Let me punch you in the balls. Whatever. If you're that good, so I'm going to take advantage of that, right? So if it's you versus this one person, you take advantage of this, okay? Maybe you befriend the person and you start to manipulate the person and do what they did in The Black Swan. Didn't she, like, you know, gave her some sleeping pills and she slept past her audition? Yeah, do that shit. I'm not saying drug them, but what I'm saying is it's you versus one person and that's it. Okay, you versus yourself, okay, sure. But that's the easiest battle, in my opinion, that you versus yourself. Because how badly do you want it? Okay, you don't want to practice your lines, you don't want to study, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. If you have, you know, a certain thing you have to do to reach this success and you don't do it, you already fucked it up. It's not you versus one person. You already fucked up you versus yourself. You can't even commit to not being on your phone and you know, putting your whole heart into this. How badly do you want this life to be successful? Because we're gonna die and we don't know what happens after death. Nobody knows, right? So you have, let's say, 80 years and you're just gonna do what? What are you gonna do in your 80 years? You're gonna do nothing? You're gonna like sit around, or you're gonna work a job that you hate? Like, what are your each 10 years? So when you were 10 years old, what did you want to accomplish? When you were 20 years old, what did you want to accomplish? And keep doing that. When you're 30, it's going to be like, oh, my whole goal for 30 is, you know, I don't even fucking know. Like, see the Statue of Liberty? What the fuck is your goal? My goal by 30, let's see. Man, I don't even know. Like, my goal by 30, probably like above 80 mil. Why not? Just throw it out there. 80 million in the bank. My goal by 30, change the world. Pursue acting, put my name out there. The whole world knows me by 30. Easily done. I mean, I already see it. It's easily done. But then also, I want to explore the world. I want to see beautiful, just places people can't even imagine. So the Statue of Liberty, when you're 30, man, get the fuck out of here. Then, like, I mean, everybody has their own goals. Okay, I understand that. But the whole thing is it your own goals or is it other people's? Like, what do you want? What do you want to succeed? Do you want, like, somebody could really want to be a janitor, and that's completely fine. Like, there's no, in my opinion, there's no better goal. If it's your goal, it's 100% you. It's 100% good. But the problem is when it's not your goal and it's not your dream or your vision. And I just don't agree with those people that have this vision in their head and they don't pursue it. And they say people are weighing them down. Then just go out, pursue it, and if you don't succeed, you like jump off a building and then. And I know it sounds bad, but it's like, I don't know. I could never imagine living a life where I'm just not fulfilled in my accomplishments, and I'm not viewing. You know, I wake up with Los Angeles staring right at me, and New York staring right at me, and the Caribbean staring right at me. Pirates of the Caribbean. Johnny Depp. But still, I'm going to give it my all. I think you should give it your all as well. Really, I don't think people at our age, well, I'm 18. So if you're older or whatever, or younger, I don't think people should really still be hating on your dream that much. If they still do, then look at them. And something I like to do is when people talk badly about you, give them a good look up and down, and you're going to see they're going to be fat, or they're going to like look weird, and they're going to have some weird fucking thing on their face, or they're going to, like, people that always say that they get no pussy, they're just really disgusting human beings. They're probably, I mean, just really look at them, really just look at their facial expressions and features and the way they walk. And I mean, I could list a bunch of people that's coming to my mind right now that are fucking, well, hideous on the outside and hideous on the inside, because when you're hideous on the inside, it's going to start to come out. And yeah, so I don't really know what I'm talking about anymore, but yeah. Don't be hideous on the inside. Don't be hideous on the outside. Be beautiful and be nice to others and really support other people. You never know what people are going through. To be honest, you don't. You don't know what people are going through. So yeah, just go out and make a name for yourself. If that's what you want, go out and become a doctor, go out and become a janitor. Whatever you want, pursue it, because I guarantee you that you can achieve it, because I'm going to achieve it, and we're the same. We're humans. So if I could achieve it, you can achieve it 100%. All right. Have a good night. Thank you for watching.